This news dropped Monday.
What happened?
Actually, Monday. Oh boy.
What happened?
Supreme Court. His Supreme Court.
Showing his
Might
heels
as well
too.
say, got immunity. I thought that he was definitely going to be granted some immunity for presidential acts, but not him, but the president, the office.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, scholars, legally scholars and stuff, were saying that you have to give him some form of immunity. I thought that the ruling would be 5-4, so I was a little bit surprised it was 6-3.
Why?
Who you think?
Roberts. Roberts is the one that used to kind of be right in the middle. It can go one way or the other. Lately, though,
All right.
he's definitely he's siding with his boys.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be the odd man out.
Yeah, no more. There was an interesting article that I was reading about how he's taking back control. I don't know what that means, but
Who's taking back control?
Chief
Roberts.
Justice Roberts. So, but this sort of thing, it's right up his alley. He's kind of concerned about like this sort of policies. The other stuff with abortion and stuff like that, he's not, from what I was reading, too concerned about that. But anyway, so he or the office has immunity from official acts taken while in the office, which was very interestingly written. I guess the question, were you guys surprised by this ruling at all?
I was. I thought it would go the other way, to be honest with you. But
Really?
Why?
yeah, I mean, because it sounds weird to say that we would allow the president to be immune from being prosecuted, even if they break the law. Like, we're not talking about something that happens a lot. So if they do get put up for prosecution, it seems like it would have to be egregious. I feel like it should be understood that, under presidential acts, is some shit that I got to do that may not be above board. But if I go so far as to where charges are being pressed against me, then that should be valid.
I'm with Spike.
Like,
I'm totally with Spike. Yeah, this seems like a lot even for this Supreme Court, because what you're basically saying, and it's not even basic. You're saying that the president is above the law, period.
Yep.
And the whole thing is, it's not like it just applies to Trump; it applies to past presidents as well,
Right.
which we can get to. But now I'm with Spike. I mean, they've done some stupid shit, but this is just blatantly anti-American.
yes.
Like, this is like laws and shit is what this whole thing was built on, and now you're saying that this person is now not to be, and then you can get into the whole, what type of laws can he break?
I love
and
the
the fact
judge
that
did.
they're kind of like they're not real clear on that. Like, how can you create something, and if somebody says, "Oh, well, can he assassinate someone?" Oh, we're not sure.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Yes. And the explanation is like, well, we don't want every president to be susceptible to being charged with just frivolous stuff.
Bullshit.
It doesn't happen.
No,
But the thing is, they just shot themselves in the foot, because that means that Trump can't do shit to Biden when Biden is no longer president. He can't, because he's been wanting to do all this stuff to Biden. He can go after Hillary if he wants, but who gives a fuck if they throw her in jail? I don't care. But I don't care if they throw Biden in jail either. But it's still going to hurt his whole idea of I'm going to prosecute him the second I'm in office. So it's fucking
weird.
stupid.
It is weird.
Yeah, Chief Justice
stupid, but it's not
John
surprising.
Roberts divided presidential conduct into 3 categories: official acts that are part of the president's core constitutional powers, other official acts that are outside their exclusive authority, and unofficial acts. Presidents have absolute immunity for the first category, which is crazy, presumptive immunity for the second, and no immunity for the third. So the whole thing of an assassination or a political opponent probably could be outside their exclusive authority.
That's what they're
maybe?
discussing. But the fact that you have to say probably
Yep.
is wild. And the fact that I haven't, not that I do a ton of research, but the fact that I haven't seen anyone that's been able to definitively say that it does not include assassinating an opponent is
Right.
fucking insane.
Because now you get to say, well, what's an official act and what is it? And if I'm the president and I get to make the rules, and I can say, oh, this was an official act because
He
it had to
doesn't.
do-
There's another judge that this has to go to. I forget her name. It's
Yeah, it
it's
was,
a woman.
I remember
It's a woman
her.
of color as well.
Oh, really?
So she has to, from what I read, she has to come up with this guideline or approve this guideline of what is official and what's not official.
Yes,
like-
U.S. District Court Judge Tanya Chuckton, who is overseeing the case. So basically what they did was they outlined 3 categories and they sent it right back to the courts. This is I think this was slick. So we're not going to say what the acts are. We're not going to even say whether any of the cases he's under would qualify that. We're going to send this back to you guys. You guys decide based on our ruling what is what. What this does is it goes back to them. She reviews it. She labels each of these
Categories?
yes. His what are they? I told you my brain. Charges.
He said my brain.
And then decides whether or not he could be prosecuted under them. His lawyers will now look at this and say, well, no, based on such and such, that should qualify as an official act, and it goes right back to the Supreme Court.
But they can say that his whole ties to January 6th,
Is an
that's
official
the
act.
that's the argument. Some people can say it's an official, and some people say, well, it's not official because you were doing that because you were running for re-election, so that's not an official presidential act. So there's going to be a whole argument about this, and the fact that they're doing this again, this many months away from election, and they know that this is going to get tied up to where this isn't even going to take place until after. So it's just fucking stupid, man.
Yeah, it'll be more than likely placed on hold, and it's just going to get right back into the appeal loop. You know, I think that's what I foresee coming. And if he wins, he's just going to toss it out altogether.
Yeah.
Toss what?
The federal cases.
See, I was reading that too, that they're saying that in part of this, he cannot self-pardon.
He can toss the cases. Would that be pardon?
I don't know. That's what I'm confused about.
Yeah, I think he can.
Because I saw someone say the same thing you
Yeah.
said. He can toss the case out, but then another quote-unquote legal expert was saying, well, no, he can't pardon himself from these cases. But I don't know if those two things are the same.
I think a pardon comes after you've been convicted, though. So if I'm pardoning,
Oh, okay.
the case has to go through already. I don't think he can throw the case out of court.
Gotcha. Okay. So he can stop it before it even gets to the point of pardoning.
Yeah, if he becomes
Yeah.
president.
Yeah, so I definitely think some of the things he did would qualify under official acts. Calling Pence to have him try to, I can't remember exactly what he did. It
The
was a
case
couple
now
of
here
calls
where he
made.
called to Georgia and tried to get the votes
I think
recast.
that's-
And
I
he
don't
was
think
like,
I don't think that can be an official act though.
well, he was acting as president that same.
He was acting as president, but it was for an unofficial thing, which is I'm going for
running
re-election.
for re-election. Okay, got
That's
it.
the way I understood it, at least. You know,
And that
I'm
was-
I'm not.
And that was
smart.
after he lost, right?
Yeah, that was once the results came out, but he was still the president though.
He was still the president, but they're saying that because he was trying to get him to do something to benefit him after, it's an unofficial act. Like if he's saying, I don't know, I don't even want to muddy the water like that. It's confusing.
It is. It's way too confusing. It's way more confusing, than it should be.
When did he
Yeah.
hand over the office?
That comes
officially?
at the inauguration.
Which was,
I want to say,
anybody remember the date?
it's
I don't remember the date.
But once he lost, like I guess so. Okay, so
He hadn't
whenever-
handed it
yeah.
over yet. That's what you're asking. But
Yes.
when he called these people, no, he hadn't handed the office over yet.
So he was still acting.
Because remember,
president.
he was asking Georgia to find more votes. All I need is a so and so.
January.
Sudden
So he
500 votes, yeah.
he handed it over January 20th, 2021.
Right.
So this
So
happened
all this stuff
before
he
that.
did was before that, including obviously the January 6th stuff.
Yeah.
Which that's what they're still banking on, that he can be charged and prosecuted for that stuff. But
And the record stuff, keeping the presidential documents.
That's after.
that was before.
Yeah, but
he was supposed to hand him over after that.
Yeah. Oh, got it.
Yeah,
got it,
so
got it.
he had those. So I think that case can still continue. The situation with that case, from what I read is whether or not him declassifying the documents count as an official act. So that's where it gets a little tricky, and and where's a record of that, him declassifying this
There
document?
isn't one. Remember, he admitted it. He said he declassified him in his head.
Right. So if there's no official document or record, then
Crazy, man.
the question is, does that make it does it count?
No.
In my estimation, it shouldn't
No,
count.
it
There needs to be something written down
Yeah.
in order for that to be an official act, or for him to officially declassify the documents. Therefore, that one should proceed. But again, I think that's a federal case, which he could probably toss that
Toss
one
that
too.
out, yeah.
The other one is the hush money trial. So the judge in that one delayed the sentencing for that one
Because he feared it'd be
they
overturned.
need to see if the tweets and everything that they use for evidence count as official acts. Which
How long was it on hold for? How long did they say it was?
And they pushed
To
it back-
September.
Yeah, they pushed it back to September.
Yeah,
It was supposed to be in
September.
July.
So it's still before. But I mean, even if he's convicted of that, it's like, so what?
yeah, but
nothing.
that only counts in terms of name calling.
Yeah.
Right.
You can just call him a convicted
Right,
felon.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you can still call him a convicted
could,
felon.
yeah.
He is a convicted felon.
Even if
he's
even
just
if they
Yeah.
toss the case out.
he's
He still
been
got convicted of it. Yeah. He still got
He
convicted.
just hasn't been what's the word? Sentenced, I
Sentenced,
guess.
yeah.
He's
Yeah,
been
but if they
convicted.
toss the case out and it's null
Still
and
conviction,
void,
though.
Well, yeah,
Because you went to
that's
trial.
the
You
question
went to
I was
trial
having
and
too.
lost. And that's what. Yeah.
But he can pardon himself from that, correct?
yeah.
No,
So
so
that
that's
would-
a state case.
It wouldn't be a need for a
The
pardon.
New
though, 'cause
York
he ain't
case
gonna
and the
do jail.
Georgia case.
Which
state
case are you talking about?
He talking about the one he just got charged with.
Stormy Daniels.
In New York. That's the New York
Stormy
one.
Daniels.
Got you. Never mind.
But the issue with that.
See, there's too many cases. I'm getting
Yeah,
confused.
I know, right?
this is why.
Why is he around?
So yeah, so the
Right. How many options you
you're
really
right.
got? I mean, there's too many options.
Too many options.
Yeah, it's four total. So you have 2 state, 2 federal. Jack Smith, the January 6th stuff.
Right.
Quick note about that. Also, motive. You can't question the president's motive too, is what I heard and read. So
This is hilarious.
now, yeah. So if hypothetically, and this hasn't been proven one way or the other by any type of scholars, if he assassinated somebody and people think he did it in order to give himself favor, you can't question the motive behind the act.
The shitty thing about this, all of this, is they just gave the Democrats a dub and they don't even know it.
You think so?
Biden, get to work.
If he was capable.
If there's a certain thing that can happen, I'm not saying you should do it.
Oh.
But if there's a certain thing that can happen and you can't be charged for it, bitch, call Obama. Obama knows Pusha T. Pusha T knows somebody that can get this shit done.
That did go
Baba
through my
called
mind.
Pusha T.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Well, wait a minute.
Obama and Pusha are cool. He had him in the White House. Oh, Pusha left crack in the White House. We know. Get it done.
Obama opened the doors knowing I'm a criminal.
That dog. What are we doing?
funny.
This could end everything.
There's a lot of outrage about what this does for Trump, and I'm in agreement. I think they should definitely find a way to flip the narrative to future Democrats and Biden himself.
What future
Biden,
Democrats?
If I'm Biden, I'm like, shit, straight, bro.
Yeah.
What future Democrats are you talking about?
Right.
Shit, y'all can't send me in jail. If I'm Biden, bro, somebody on this team, I'm saying, yeah, Trump's saying he's gonna throw me in jail, but after this, he can't.
If
I would
I'm
definitely put
Biden,
that message out there.
I'm doing dirt because I'm about to die anyway.
Yeah.
He-
So might as
I'm
well
gonna
go
die.
out.
I'm gonna save the country. He'll be a martyr.
He can put Hunter to work. You know Hunter outside.
Oh, Hunter ready,
Hey,
bro.
he can put Hunter
Give
to work,
Hunter a
bro.
bump. Hunter will, bruh.
Hunter know all the people.
Talking shit anyway.
Right, he's talking shit anyway. I've been waiting for you to give me the go ahead.
Hey, Hunter
What
know
the
all
fuck?
the people. He like, hey, Dad, I can take
Bro,
care of all this.
it's gonna be
I'll
a
take care of all this for us,
mission.
Dad.
Man,
Willingly,
come on.
he probably
Man,
would.
listen.
Like,
Hell yeah, he would.
Hunter outside, bro. He like,
Been outside.
it's like, oh, you ain't said nothing but a word.
Right. Oh, that's what you want? Shit.
somebody on the phone.
Let's go. Let's
Just
go.
crank,
I
let
can
me
press
just
the
crank
button.
real quick. Man.
Right,
We finna run it
bro.
up.
You like set it off in this bitch, bro. What the fuck you talking about?
Hunter show up, no mask, boy.
No mask. I don't give a fuck. No
Oh
mask.
man.
With some fucking with some Rambo First Blood shit on his face like this. Let's go. By himself, dolo, on my own. What the fuck? Biden, do this. Save the future of this country. You're gonna die in like 3 weeks anyway. Die with a purpose.
Man.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine the history books?
Yeah,
Bro, that shit
That would be
wild.
amazing.
That shit would be so wild, bro.
Bro, I'd be sitting back in my house just laughing. Oh my God, that shit would be so tight.
Oh man.
Yeah, so yeah, man. So, you know, it is what it is.
That would be like old times. Who was the dude that shot somebody? The forefathers.
John Wilkes Booth.
John
Burr.
Wilkes.
I thought it was Alan Burr.
John Wilkes
like
Booth
the commercial.
wasn't a forefather? What y'all talking about?
No, the whole
Alan Burr. That's
Alan Burr,
the
that's
commercial,
what-
the
yeah,
milk
yeah, not
commercial.
him,
Yeah,
yeah.
y'all remember that commercial?
No.
Alan Burr, like he was eating something and his mouth was full. Y'all remember that?
No.
What in the
remember.
hell?
The duels, the president.
you watching?
It was a commercial. It was a president that was dueling and he shot him. Like the president shot the dude.
Oh, that was in Hamilton.
I believe you.
Yeah,
I
it was
don't
in
remember
Hamilton.
that.
Yeah, it was in Hamilton. That's how I remember because it was in Hamilton.
But y'all threw me off because y'all motherfuckers. said
Y'all
John
know
Wilkes
that commercial. That was like
That's what I thought.
Booth. I was like, John
one of
Wilkes
the
Booth was
most
not a forefather.
yeah, it wasn't John.
I thought he was. Yeah,
He shot a motherfucker,
Yeah,
but
that's
he
but
wasn't a
yeah,
forefather.
Lincoln wasn't a forefather.
Nah.
Either, so yeah, he was.
Aaron Burr.
Aaron Burr.
I don't know the story of Aaron Burr.
I think he was in the Hamilton thing too.
Yeah.
I told you I don't like American history.
He was the vice president of the United States at the time, and Burr blamed Hamilton for not becoming president, and they had a duel.
Yeah.
How old? What year was this?
This was,
Had to be 17 something.
yeah, this was way.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Who the fuck is having duels?
That's what I was saying.
Right?
challenge you to a
Right, with a little white glove.
But they made a commercial out of this, though. I can't believe
I
that.
think I
was a
did.
commercial,
It's
man.
ringing a bell.
I don't remember
President
seeing no
shooting
commercial of
another
this.
president.
Right, that's wild.
Don't remember this.
Talk about.
I can't believe y'all don't remember that.
Man, you know what though?
It was a Got Milk commercial, and the guy he was eating some cake, and the cake, his mouth was full, pause, and and he
didn't
needed
really
some
need
milk.
Yeah, you
he
didn't
needed
have to
some
say
milk
that.
to wash the cake down, and he couldn't get out what
See
he
how
was trying to
Spike doing
say.
like this?
Right.
Talking about
Yeah,
pause.
then
Talking
maybe
about
he
pause.
did. Then, if you doing all that,
Got milk. Got milk.
Y'all remember that
No, I don't
commercial,
remember that
man?
commercial.
I don't.
I'm gonna
remember.
look it up
Send
when we
to the
leave.
group. Y'all remember?
Yeah, he had to send it because